The bridge of the UES Indomitable hummed with barely contained energy as Jackson Chen pressed his palm against the neural interface console. 300 years of drifting in the void had ended when the ancient human supercarrier's quantum cores finally responded to their desperate resurrection protocols. "Emma, are you seeing these readings?" Jackson called to his chief engineer, his voice tight with disbelief. Emma Rodriguez looked up from her holographic displays, her dark eyes reflecting the cascade of data streaming across her screens. "The ship's power output is climbing past anything in our historical records. Whatever the ancients built into this thing, it's beyond our current understanding." Outside the massive viewports, the Galactic Coalition fleet maintained its blockade formation. 12 different species had united under one banner, their sleek vessels arranged in perfect battle lines. The Coalition had grown comfortable in humanity's absence, dividing former human territories among themselves like scavengers picking at bones. Jackson studied the tactical display. Coalition Admiral Vexthon's flagship, a massive Etherian dreadnought, dominated the center of the formation. The alien commander had already broadcast his ultimatum: surrender the human vessel for archaeological study, or face complete annihilation. "Sir," Communications Officer Torres reported from his station, "Admiral Vexthon is requesting your response to his demand." "Put him through," Jackson replied, straightening his shoulders. The main screen flickered to life, revealing the imposing figure of Admiral Vexthon. The Etherian's crystalline features gleamed under the harsh lighting of his bridge, his forearms gesturing in what humans had learned to recognize as aggressive posturing. "Human Jackson," Vexathon's translated voice carried undertones of condescension. "You pilot a relic from a dead civilization. Surrender now, and the Coalition promises swift execution rather than prolonged suffering." Jackson smiled coldly. "Admiral, I have a counter-proposal. You have exactly 1 minute to withdraw your forces from human space before we demonstrate why your ancestors once feared to venture beyond the rim." Vex. Than's crystalline laugh resonated through the comm system. "Brave words from the crew of a museum piece. You are outnumbered 12-1, facing the combined might of species that have evolved beyond your primitive warfare." "Emma," Jackson said quietly, closing the channel, "bring the Lazarus protocol online." Emma's fingers danced across her console with practiced precision. "Quantum resonance chambers charging, sir." The ship's asking permission to fully wake up. Around them, the Indomitable began to transform. Dormant systems that had slumbered for centuries roared to life with mechanical symphony. The Supercarrier's hull plates shifted and reconfigured, revealing weapon batteries that defied current understanding of physics. Energy signatures spiked beyond Coalition sensor capabilities. "Sir," Tactical Officer Park announced, his voice filled with awe, "I'm reading weapons systems that aren't in any database. The ship's AI is integrating technology we've never seen." Jackson felt the neural interface sink deeper with his consciousness. Suddenly, he could perceive the battlefield through the ship's ancient sensors, could feel the quantum engines pulsing like a second heartbeat. The Indomitable wasn't just a vessel, it was a sleeping giant finally awakening. "Coalition fleet is moving to attack formation," Torres reported. "Multiple targeting locks confirmed. Emma, what's our status on the dimensional fold generators?" "Coming online now, sir. The ship's AI is automatically configuring systems we didn't even know existed." Jackson closed his eyes and felt the weight of human history flowing through the neural link. He saw fragments of the ancient war, glimpses of why humanity had hidden their most powerful vessels in dimensional pockets scattered across the galaxy. The Coalition species had once trembled before human ingenuity, and they were about to remember why. "All stations, this is Captain Chen," Jackson announced over the ship's intercom. "Today we remind the galaxy that humanity doesn't stay down. Today, we show them that some flames never truly die." The first Coalition salvo struck the Indomitable's shields, creating brilliant cascades of energy that were harmlessly absorbed and redirected. The ancient human vessel didn't even shudder. "Return fire," Jackson commanded. The Supercarrier's response was devastating. Primary weapons that bent spacetime itself lanced out, while secondary batteries unleashed streams of exotic matter that passed through Coalition shields as if they didn't exist. 3 enemy vessels vanished in brilliant flashes, their molecular structure simply ceasing to exist. Emma monitored the power systems with growing amazement. "Sir, we're only using 12% of total capacity. This ship was designed to fight entire fleets single-handedly. Admiral Vexthon's panicked voice crackled over the emergency channel. Impossible. Human technology cannot exceed coalition standards. Jackson reopened the channel, his expression serene. You made the same mistake your predecessors did, Admiral. You assumed that because we disappeared, we were defeated. Humanity doesn't run from fights, we prepare for the next round. The Indomitable began launching fighter craft that moved like liquid mercury through space, their pilots guided by AI systems that predicted enemy movements with terrifying precision. Coalition formations crumbled as human weapons carved through their ranks with surgical efficiency. This is Admiral Vexthon to all coalition forces. The enemy commander's voice had lost its earlier arrogance. Full retreat. Implement Emergency Protocol 7. But the ancient human supercarrier wasn't finished. Dimensional portals opened throughout the system as other hidden vessels began responding to the Indomitable's awakening signal. Humanity's true fleet, sleeping for 3 centuries, was finally coming home. Jackson felt Emma's hand on his shoulder as they watched the coalition forces flee in disorder. Think they'll remember this lesson? She asked. Jackson smiled, feeling the weight of human determination flowing through every system of their impossible ship. They will now, and they'll spread the word. Humanity has returned and we will not be defied. The Indomitable turned toward Earth, its ancient engines singing songs of homecoming.